So I wake up in the morning. I make my coffee. AI does not make my coffee. I make my coffee. I picked up my ukulele. I played a little bit. AI didn't play it for me. Life is still in gear for me. So I sit down in front of my system, open up my browser. I'm going to check the surf. I'm going to do a little surfing on a lovely Sunday morning. And all of a sudden I get hit with this. What you're seeing here. Now hang on for a second. We've all been talking about the impact of AI. And lately there was that artist, who's that actress? Nilly Tillwood or Tilty Nilwood or Wendy's Got Wood. I don't know, whatever. Making a big how do you do in Hollywood, right? Also there was that music artist. Who was the name of the music artist that they made a big stir about that, right? Of course, AI has been in the news. Life is changing existentially. And so I set up my coffee, I open up, and I come across this video I'm about to play you. And this is somebody who, I don't know who Almost Real is, if it's the name of the company that does AI. And I come across this track and I went, no, really? What? A 1950s Motown version of Black Hole Sun? Guys, this is AI and it's mind-numbing. I'm gonna just shut up and play for it right now and then we're gonna talk after this. Ready for this, guys? Let's go.
Indisposed, in disguises no one knows.
Jesus.
Hides the face, lies the snake, and the sun in my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench, neath the black the sky looks dead. Call my name scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come?
Jesus.
And wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Stuttering, cold and still the warm wind, tired friend. Times are gone for honest men. Sometimes far too long for snakes.
This is just absolutely mind-numbing.
Walk and sleep, walk and sleep. In my youth I pray to keep heaven send hell away. No one sings like you anymore. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, and wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun.
I'll catch you guys in the comments. I just want to get through this.
Black hole sun, won't you come? Hang my head, drown my fear, till you all just disappear. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun. Black hole sun. Black hole sun.
All right, guys, light it up. What are your thoughts? You know, here's the thing. MP3 said it. A few other people said it. I hate that I like this. And also, I noticed a couple of other comments that were flying through that it does sound a little hollow. It still sounds less than what we're used to in quality-wise. You know, any real dynamics, any, uniqueness in the engineering. What I will say is that if this is an AI cover of a song that we all absolutely love for its melodic, lyrical, compositional artistry of the original from Soundgarden. But I will say, just thinking about it from looking outside of the Snow Globe Inn, the kind of sound that this put out, being that it was a 1950s Motown soul AI version, kind of tracks, right? So if you listen to a 1950s album, kind of ironic that the dynamics are almost the same. Now that is, an artifact, if you would, of AI generation, right? You hear a little bit of this weird, almost capped lo-fi weakness in the track in of itself. What I don't know is it does say completely generated AI. If a real person sang over it. If a real person did not sing this, then this is where we're at, guys. This is happening. Now, somebody else, Snake, said something very important. Wouldn't that be a bitch if this wasn't copyright protected? I mean, where would we be? I'm going to look for Snake's direct comment here. My only comment here is, imagine they were not able to use all this copyrighted training data. How good would it be? And that is a full-on truth nuke. How good would it be? But here's what I'm thinking now. Why isn't the record company going into labor and getting all dilated and giving birth over something like this? It's because, and this is my opinion, record companies, a lot of the owners of the publishing, is now going to look at this and say, how can I take this great song? By the way, Black Hole Sun is one of the most amazing songs I've ever heard, full stop, when it comes to melodic content, chord changes and everything, and musicianship, the whole thing, full stop. But now, because they own the publishing, and most likely have already, if not will be, training all of the music, like in larger companies like UMG, on their own catalog, and say, how do we take this song we already own and then put it out in different genres and reproduce it and broaden the impact of the song, because now this sounds like Motown. Or maybe they'll do a ska version of this. Or maybe they'll do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's where I see the potential of this potentially will go. Is the record companies are saying, fuck it. Okay, well, we're losing money on the current business model, so let's take our song and let's go ahead and run it through AI and pump it out in 6 different genres, so that person who might be loving the Motown sound, never listens to metal, hates it, doesn't want anything to do with it, but that version of a song in a Motown production, what? I mean, does that make sense? I mean, that's just that thing where I feel like this is what's happening, the unraveling of our creativity, and what AI is doing to us all in all, and reshaping how we approach listening to our music, And so I wanted to run that by you guys. I think I'm going to give you guys another example. Let's check another one out really quick. I'm just going to go back to this particular, this channel is called Almost Real. There's another one here that's really super insane. Hang on for a second. How about this? Let's do Alice in Chains, Man in the Box. Or should we do, let's see, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit? Maroon 5. Alice in Chains. Black Eyed Peas. How about... okay, how about this? Let's go with Alice in Chains, Man in the Box. This is the 1950s Motown Soul AI cover. Let's see what this sounds like.
I'm the man in the box. Buried in my shit. Won't you come and save me? Save me. Feed my and you sold them shut. Jesus Christ, accept your maker. Who tried to be wasted.
Yeah, definitely about the bitrate thing. No two ways about that.
Feed my. Now you sold them shut. I'm the dog who gets beat. Shove my nose in shit.
The other thing is here is
Won't you
whatever this company's doing here, regenerating these AI, these tracks with AI,
save me?
they're also doing AI generative or AI regenerated images. You know?
Can you sold them shut? Jesus Christ, accept your maker. Who tried will be wasted. Oh, feed
I'm totally hating this version, first of all.
now you sold them shut.
This doesn't work for me. I think, you know, I think for me, another reason why I don't like it is because of the emotion behind the journey of the artist. It's almost like, you know, you're playing with something you shouldn't be playing with because of Lane's journey and everything he represented. You know, I don't know. That's what my gut's feeling, you know.
Jesus Christ, accept your maker.
I don't,
Who tried will be wasted. Oh, feed my.
yeah, I'm not feeling
Now you
it.
sold them shut.
Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling that version, whatever. But anyhow, you know, I actually feel bummed. You know, there's some things that shouldn't be messed with. I think some of you are going to agree with that. You know, so this is just this is where the world's turning. I think some of us said in the chat, you know, right now the sound still sounds like shit. It's bit rate, you know, back in the 128 compressed, or even the 96 MP3 compressed, you know, stuff. But what I did say earlier, though, I mean, at least for a Motown output, it tracks because of what Motown albums sounded like in the 1950s. You know, weren't as dynamic. But as far as, you know, taking a catalog and throwing it into different genres, I have a bad vibe in my gut right now about this, you know. What I do know is that there's no two ways about it. Whoever owns the publishing for the last two songs that we just heard here, Regenerated AI, is going to get paid as if it's the original. You know, there's no, especially with, look, even with the title tagging, you know, the algorithm is smart enough to identify, oh, this is an Alice in Chains track, Man in the Box, AI cover. So automatically, the copyright owner is going to get notified and is going to, I don't know because I can't see any ads because I have the YouTube ad program. But I just wanted to come in this morning and bring this out to you guys because all of us here, we really revel in the authenticity and the organicness. Is that a word? Organicness? Organality, originality, organality. How about that? Of music, of all kinds of music, of all kinds of sounds, of all kinds of levels of musician, and this AI, encroachment, is mind-numbing to me. The thing is, that's true. There's some, excuse me. Yeah, Amon said it best right there. To live is to struggle. To identify the struggle is the art of human. We have, Amon is our hidden gem philosopher. We know that, right? Anyhow, so I came in just to kind of lay this on you guys and just kind of, catch your thoughts on it. Not like, hey, check out this new thing. How do you like it? Isn't this wonderful? More like, no, the shit's going down. And here's the thing. The thing is, too, is that you and I, you come here to this channel, like I said earlier, we're entrenched in the joy of listening to music, live music. Even if it's, we listen to music that's EDM, loop-based, Vocaloid. By the way, that Vocaloid track we heard yesterday was mental. Different ways of producing the music, even if it's one finger arrangement. Take a loop, drop it in, play it on the keyboard. Not even on a keyboard like a piano keyboard. Even your keyboard, your regular typing keyboard in your mouse. Take the sample, drop it in, line it up. Quite a few tracks are actually put together that way. I think, as a matter of fact, Velvet Pony had mentioned that some of the tracks at the beginning of her productions are dragging and dropping samples in and getting them done, and then she'll add stuff maybe a little later. But, this is something it's coming. But here's the thing. The other thing I want to kind of bring into this is, hologram concerts. We knew that was coming. You knew that was. I knew that was coming 25 years ago just by looking forward on where technology was going. But now it's happening, right? We're seeing it all the time, and it's going to happen, and people will pay to go. Because here's the other thing, too. While we have a conversation on how shitty the music sounds here on this AI, it's getting better and better and better, but how, sounds like this, or it's bullshit that they're taking classic songs and spinning them around into other genres. I said that. I just felt that taking a song like Man in a Box and making it Motown funky takes the whole essence and the energy and the messaging of Lane's performance and the lyrics just out of context. And I guess because I know the original song. But for those who don't, like I said earlier at the beginning of this video, there are those who will never listen to rock and roll and stuff like that, but might come across this. That might be the core audience that the industry is looking forward at, not what's happening now, but the Happy Meal AI syndrome. Okay, so that's what I want to call it, the Happy Meal AI syndrome. So how do we branding AI is with these little Happy Meal releases. The younger kids that don't know shit about hi-fi or is accepting kind of low bit rate sounding stuff for now, they're the ones who are going to grow through this AI thing. They don't give a shit about us. We're already where we are. They're Happy Mealing the whole process of AIing music. So that the future is everything we're talking about now, and the kids and the younger generation is not going to know the difference. So that's where the industry, I believe, is focusing on. Well, right now is a lost cause. Spotify's fucked up. YouTube's algorithm is fucked up. We're not making the same money. No more music sales. Concerts are too expensive. Yada, yada, yada. How do we take our catalog and remanipulate it into something that might not work right now? But let's go ahead and get a program together. Let's start entrenching the AI vibes into the ears of the younger generation. Let's Happy Meal the AI music vibe, and let's prep them with our brand And what the brand is not necessarily the record company or the artist, but the branding, in my opinion, is that Happy Meal branding I'm talking about, is the sound. You and I can tell if it sounds like shit, right? Or it's got weird sound, or there's these artifacts in it, right? But like I said earlier, the younger kids aren't. The younger kids, yeah, they might have good, earbuds and stuff like that, but they just want to listen to music and do this, and it's okay, and they don't care. They don't care because they don't know. That's what I mean. The young generation that's coming up with this, it's not that they're bad for doing it, they just don't know. Unless somebody sits them down and, puts an album on and says, hey, this is how, this happened, or this is what real music sounds like. So, So yeah, that's just, where I believe this whole thing is going. It's a trip. There's another guy that put out a bunch of stuff like this and many different, if you look, I'm not going to play anymore because I just can't handle it, but if you look at this guy's playlist or whatever this company is, look at that, 50 Cent in Motown, and look at that, it's a derivative image. Like, what's going on here? Think about that. What else is here? Audio Slave, Keisha and Pitbull. What's that? I don't know what that is. What's this over here? So this company seems like that's all it's really doing is pumping out these tracks in different, and here's the thing. I'm just going to take one we haven't listened to. I don't know. Well, let me pop up one we have listened to. Let's go back to Black Hole Sun really quick. I'm not going to play it. Let's go to the comments really quick. Knowing Chris Cornell had an affinity for soul music and Motown, I'm sure he'd enjoy this. This is so good. This is Soundgarden. It's like hearing all these songs for the first time again. Remember, these are comments. No one sings. Amazing cover. It's perfect. I'm against AI in general, but this demon motherfucker has been pumping out some fire-ass renditions. Just a lot of people are in on it, I'm not seeing anything that's, discursively negative. But what I'm hearing though is that, oh my God, why is this so good? I don't want it to be this good. So apparently these are comments from people who've heard the song, were curious, right? You click on it, you see it, it's a clickbaity thing, and then you click on it and you go, oh, no way, are you kidding me? So if this is a way to, maybe expand, I don't know, broaden people's genres by bringing them into a different way of taking their favorite songs and flipping it into another genre, perhaps, It's a weird world that we're in, Jesus Christ, dude, this is not supposed to be this good. So, this is just what's happening. And even if you are, that's, you digging your heels in and all AI sucks and fuck AI and the AI world, it's here. It's happening. It's going on. The actress, Tilly Nilhorn, or whatever that is, or the singer that they made a big hoo-ha about, it's here. And here's the thing. What's to stop any one of us to actually do the same thing, to blow up a channel, right? Take an existing song, we do an AI cover of it, and let's say we do Black Hole Sun in reggaeton, and now all these companies like Suno and Udio and stuff, they'll export stems. If you don't know what a stem is, that's the single track of each instrument. So that if you're an engineer, you can run these stems through an AI-generated plugin that DAWs have that will make it sound as close to better as it can get. It'll fill in, the artifacts that are missing. So it's just what happens. You know what I mean? Except here's the thing. If you were to open up a channel and then you decide to reggaeton all of your favorite songs, you know, Barbara Streisand to, you know, Mozart. I don't know. You know, take Moonlight Sonata, you know, and make it a, I don't know. What would you take Moonlight Sonata if you had to pump it through AI and change the genre? I don't know. You guys tell me. What would you think? You know, so anyhow, this is trippy times we're in. Don't you agree? I do. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just saying. Good morning. The Sunday morning coffee rant session about AI and what's happening in the world.